ki khubor ka bate si TV. Lawan Rashaphi taka Frank Motors. Booking open for the new Nexon. Visit Frank Motors or call 7045207973.
Hadin ke Jingpluh jaka Ïing sau mala ki Shngaiñ haplis bazar. Haka khat sau tarik urisau araja pulai. Ka sorkar jela kalarai ban pelong daka Jingtoken ban lap Haduh Katno ki Ïing sorkar bat jongki riusimen ki bela kenjo Jakarta kawasan Pau Haduh nyoposnam kilong ki Shngaiñ. Habaja kum kini ki jingja ki bompoi perkhat. Usanji Goyel belum Commissioner and Secretary Bapet Yakatnat Revenue Disaster Management jok sorkar jela hakaji kran bigelap thai kubor loong baka sorkar kan sawat ya ka professional agency ka ban pej bat ka ban sabishar banyak ya ka jinglong jingman jok ki Ïing mala jong ki pajba ki bela rim bat ki Ïing jok sorkar kanang bania dalpa ladaja ba one shop kanu jingja ka basngusi haka klip mat bompoi perkhat.
You are aware that this incident which has happened on 14th, the Chief Secretary, the Additional Chief Secretary had been reviewing it very closely and almost on an hourly basis when the incident was happening. Honorable Chief Minister was also reviewing it continuously during the time of the disaster and has also visited the site. And a few things of course have come up and which is very common to cities like Shillong is the some of the areas are very congested. We have had the incident of fire recently also in Lamukra in Maulai area and all. So what we has come up now is that we need to find out the vulnerabilities and as we have been discussing from the disaster management point of view from the SDMA, we need to work out the vulnerability mapping not only from the point of view of maybe earthquake, but also these kinds of eventualities like fire and all. We need to conduct the safety audits, the fire safety audits of the buildings. Of course, the new buildings which are coming up in the city and other urban areas are getting approvals of the urban development authorities. What we are struggling is maybe the old buildings, buildings which are 50 years old, which are 70 years old, and as you are aware there are a lot of Assam type buildings which are in the state and in the urban areas which might be vulnerable to these kinds of accidents. So today we have one of the points which have come up in the debriefing session which we have had with all the departments today, which was chaired by the Additional Chief Secretary, is that we will now engage a professional agency to work out these structural and the fire safety audits for us, and maybe this we will take it up with for the government buildings immediately, and maybe for the private buildings also which have lived a certain age of their life, like maybe 30 years old or beyond and things like that. That we will decide professionally in consultation with the PWD and other agencies. Maybe we will take up this exercise through these impaneled professional agencies so that at least we can take up certain activities, be it retrofitting, be it the safety evacuation plans and of the similar kinds, so that in the future we are slightly well prepared, and I'm very hopeful that the owners of these buildings also will come forward understanding the criticality of it, because once these kinds of incidents happen, everybody is in problem. As you are aware, in this particular incident also the owner has lost the entire building, and a lot of financial losses have happened, loss of business has happened. So this we would like to involve the community as well as the other stakeholders to come forward and get these things done. The approach roads, the fire exits, which is the nearest water source. I would like to share with you that we had under this smart city projects, we are setting up around 42 reservoirs in the city, which is having a capacity of almost 2.5 crore liters of water through the rainwater harvesting. So these locations will be mapped and they will be utilized in the days to come in case of any fire emergency of these kinds come up. Similarly, we are setting up fire hydrants in the critical areas around the overall stretch of the length of the road, I was told in this meeting today, informed in the meeting, is roughly around 15 kilometers, wherein we will be setting up the fire hydrants, wherein certain pressure of water will be always available for the users of these kinds of things. We are setting up the centralized PA systems and panic buttons also under the smart city. So a lot of work the government has taken up, keeping these kinds of eventualities in mind, and in the days to come we will be preparing ourselves better. The SDRF, which is our own disaster response force, we saw that there are certain requirements of more trainings in terms of this fire this thing and the chemical hazard trainings. So that we have requested the department and the commandant to identify the boys on their own manpower who will be trained, and the equipment which are required, so that we can handle these kinds of situations better. And in fact, this was the precise point which I also checked up with the department concerned. The only drawback about these fire tenders is that yes, initially to just reach the site and somehow try to contain it, because the pressure of these smaller fire tenders of water is very less, and then if you use them on a very high pressure, the water, as I was informed by the department, that if you use the full capacity double hose water pressure, the fire tender gets finished in 3 minutes, because the capacity of the water is very less. They carry around 2,000 to 3,000 liters of water. So that is one of the hindsight of these kinds of tenders. Of course, the positive is that they can reach faster. So we need to have both of them. Maybe initially, knowing that the fact that the approach road is slightly tight, we can send these kinds of vehicles, and in the meantime the reinforcement in terms of bigger vehicles, and maybe the bigger vehicle can park themselves in some distant place, and then longer pipes can be used. As of now, we were informed that around 90 meters of the length is a length at which they can work at an optimum level. We are now finding out the fire tenders, and I think there are fire tenders available who can take the pipe length up to 200 meters with the same pressure. So this modernization of the equipments and the other, like your fire tenders and all, is also on the cards, and the departments have been asked to present their requirements immediately, and we'll see if the department budget is not available. We'll try to locate some fund under the disaster management funds.